I was asked if I would share how I color correct. Now, let me just preface this by saying I am not a makeup expert. I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. I just like playing with it and getting better at it. So we're gonna see what we can do. And honestly, I'm not one of those people who really worries about like looking like a complete mess in society. So I don't actually do my makeup that often, but we will color correct this morning. And let's see, what am I gonna do first? Oh, we're gonna put on some sunscreen. So I have this Kosas. I've tried a lot of sunscreens this summer and I've been impressed with all of them, honestly. This one basically has a tint to it. So you'll see as I put it on, like how much it warms up my skin. And what is this SPF? I think this is a 40. And then this is 2 mornings after doing the gold threads underneath my eye and a bunch of PCL and PLLA meso. So overall, I don't really think I bruised that bad, but I did do a lot of stuff right underneath my eyes. And you can see that fallout. But honestly, even that I don't think is that bad. So look at this sunscreen. It's actually really pretty. Okay. So my understanding to the trick to color correcting is to color correct. And then, okay, so for instance, this is not a color corrector. This is just a concealer, okay? So this will not actually blot out that color. So for actually color correcting, I'm using this Bobbi Brown color corrector. And I was color matched for this. So, you know, just like foundations, you'll go in and figure out what your right color is. But because this is such a dark purple color, we need like an orangey color like this to cancel it out. So I'm pretty like liberal with it because it's a pretty, I'm kind of bruised over here too. So I like just put this on top of it, just straight on it. And you can see immediately, like you don't see the purple now. So with bruises and things like that, that's what you really have to do. You have to lay down a thick coat of a color that's going to cancel out. So like if you have a red thing on your face, then you need green to cancel it out. And if it's purple, you need an orange to cancel it out. So, I mean, I made it really thick. And if I was like a makeup artist, you know, obviously I could completely hide it, but I'm going to the gym after dropping the boys off at school. So, I mean, I don't want to look crazy with like too much makeup. I just don't want to look like obviously there's something going on. So I do just pat that out a little bit, and you can see that I've kind of now made some of that color come out, but I don't know. I just don't like having it that thick. That's my own personal choice. I also found that this color is great for just color correcting my eyelid, honestly. You know how your eyelid can be a little bit purple from vessels. I think this, I just like push it up into my eyelid too. Okay, so kind of smash that in some. But I'm really not that good at it. Should you only use exosomes vial in one usage, or can you store the extra in the fridge? I'm not exactly sure on that. I use them fully every time. I usually when I'm, especially with exosomes because you're putting them together, I don't know. I don't know if people have frozen them after, but I've never needed to think about saving them. And I just don't know off the top of my head without researching it, so I just can't say for sure. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, next step. So I have like a damp, dirty beauty blender thing. And does anybody remember this Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation? I was like digging through foundations, and I've been using like a bunch of NARS, and I used up all my Hubris Labs, and I was Also using this Dior. But you guys, I found this and I remember how much I loved this cheap drugstore foundation, and I used it the other day and I was just like, I don't know, just so impressed. And I love the cheap squeeze. I love the cheap squeeze tube. It's so easy to work with. Like, no glass bottles, no stupid lids, no dumb pumps, no dough foots. Just give me the squeeze tube. It's all paint anyways. I just want it in tubes. Okay, so I've got this, and I just think this formula is really, really nice. It goes on nice. It's just, I would say that this color is a little light for me this time of year after putting on a lot of color this summer, but it's fine. I feel like I'm making one of those ASMR Asian makeup tutorials where they're like slapping their face. Oh, what did you say? What's your microneedle length when you do exosomes? Oh, well, microneedle lengths depend on what you're doing and where you're microneedling. Lengths vary on everyone because of facial tissue. And exosomes aren't like a specific depth. Okay. So I always have a towel by me because then I have to wipe my lips off. Okay, so now we still have a little bit of purple there. So what you can do, and I need to find a clean one. Let's see, hopefully we have a clean one in here. This is so gross and dirty. Let's see. Let's just make sure this one's clean because this looks like something I would have used like dark eyeliner or something with. Okay. So you can also then go back in with just a brush onto that area where, and now I need like a mirror because I'm afraid I can't do it into this. Okay, that's better. So then you can just like paint it lightly on top just to touch up and blot out that darkness. It's not, I was about to dip it into that dark powder. So now it's a little bit more subdued. Okay. So, I mean, look at, you know, it doesn't look like I have bruises on my face anymore, but I look a little flat. So one of my favorite powders, but I hate the container again. I swear, containers are like the vein of my existence. And Westman Atelier, she makes such beautiful things, but she puts them into the most ridiculous containers. I mean, this was smart. This is a smart container. This is not a smart container. Same company, but these things are impossible to get open. And I'm always afraid, oh, thank goodness. I'm always afraid I'm gonna like drop this $70 powder or something. Okay, so then I just take that sponge again. I dip it into this fine pink powder. And then I just use it to set that area. Just to make sure that it stays. Okay. So then you can go through and, we have like this really pretty Chanel bronzer. So because I feel pretty flat, so then I'll just take this bronzer and then just like go around the ridge of my face into my cheek. even take it. It's like eyeshadow. Oh, and then this is one of my favorite blushes. It's the, got this like 2 years ago. What is it called? Bikini Martini from Rihanna's makeup, Fenty Beauty. It's so like hot pink, but it's a pretty pink. I really use these sponges for everything. Okay. And then we can curl our lashes. Oh, I need to show you this lipstick. You guys probably are super familiar, but I'm not a big lipstick person, so I never wear it. I also just like run the spoolie through my brows if I'm not doing my brows, but you know, we probably got some makeup and stuff in them. Okay. I know a lot of people will throw in highlighter now here, or this, brightener, but I already feel like there's enough product there, so I'm just gonna like leave it alone. Have you guys tried these vinyl lipsticks from Maybelline? Okay, these are super hydrating. I was super surprised. And this matte color is like perfect for fall. It's like this brown nude matte. It's not really matte, I guess. It's more like a satin finish. It's not sticky. And it feels like it could have an oil to it or something. I don't know. It's just... It's been a really pretty color. I've enjoyed using it. Okay, my friends, I hope that helped with the whole color correcting thing after having bruises on your face. I should be an expert at color correcting after how many bruises I give myself, but I am getting better at it. Sometimes you just don't realize how much product you have to use. And that's one of the things that I've realized because I don't like using a ton of makeup. And so sometimes I'm kind of shy with it and then I don't really get the effect that I'm after. So that's one thing where I'm like putting down a lot. I've just realized that that's how much is required. And, oh, it's 1 week out since I got that Brazilian blowout and I just washed and blow dried my hair just straight and it's just still so nice and smooth. I'm really happy with it. All right, you guys, I'm gonna take the kids to school and I'll see you later. Bye.